don't know why this is so crooked. I'll just do it like that. So I'll keep pulling. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Hey, Lorinda. Welcome in, guys. Happy Friday. We are, it's good to see you guys. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone doing? Hey, Shay. Hello, welcome in, guys. Hey, Avery. Happy Friday. I know, right? Listen, at the speed at which this month is moving, I'm like, what are you doing? It's like it's getting out of the way for something else. We're only 10 days away from the end of the month. Like this is insane how quickly September like dipped in, dipped out. Like I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? Thanks for liking the live. So I am, yeah, it is crazy. September really dipped in and dipped out. And I feel like being sandwiched in between with, that new and full moon and then all of that. Listen, the eclipse, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on. Hey, girl. Hey, Nisha. So I'm doing readings today if you guys want to do readings. Yeah, all the energy. But I wanted to talk to you guys about spiritual cleansing today. Not going to be on here forever today because I'll be back tomorrow with a special guest. Tomorrow we're going to do another live with a young lady who has created ancestral teas for you to actually ingest and vibe with your ancestors. So we're going to talk to her tomorrow. But today I want to talk to you guys about spiritual cleansing and keeping up your spiritual maintenance, right? Like the things that you have to do to protect yourself, to take care of yourself, to make sure that you are okay. Because that's one of the biggest differences between being on a spiritual path and being on a religious path. We're responsible for our own stuff over here. We're responsible. There's nobody else that's going to do it for us. Yes, please share the live, like the live in exchange for this energy and information. And so you want to make sure that you are keeping your spiritual maintenance up. Will you post the recording on any other platform so I can watch later? Yes, actually, I'm going to post it to my YouTube. So it'll be up. I'll put it on YouTube. I'm so glad you stopped by, though. It's good to see you. And so I'm sure you've heard of spiritual baths. You've heard of those types of things. But there's all sorts of ways to keep yourself spiritually cleansed, right? I want to start with the most overlooked, I would think, that people mostly overlook is the company that you keep, right? That is a part of your spiritual maintenance. We've all been in those situations with friends and family where it was like, you notice when the energy shifts and it doesn't feel so supportive. It doesn't feel so loving. It doesn't feel like they're really in your corner anymore. This is the time to remove those people from your life, from having access to your personal information, your goals, and your dreams. That is a part of spiritual maintenance. Welcome in, welcome in. That is a part of how you keep yourself spiritually cleansed, because you have to ensure that those around you are actually feeding you and not feeding from you, okay? You have to really pay attention to this. And I especially warn this with younger people, because a lot of times you will carry on friendships from high school, from college, and over time you may be changing, you may be leveling up, and if they are not changing and they are not leveling up, then you become a stark reminder of the work that they're not doing for themselves, and it causes things to be bred like jealousy, which then in turn turns into a whole other thing. So make sure that you are really paying attention to your circle. I have been doing ancestral readings, excuse me, for the last, 2 weeks. Heavy ancestral readings and channels, because those are going to be gone as of September the 30th. And one of the things the ancestors have been really pointing out to everybody is check your circle. Check your circle, okay? Check your circle, because there are people in your circle that you think are on your team and they are not. It is the expression that they are in the boat, but they're putting holes in the boat, okay? So you need to really check your circle. That is something that the ancestors, and I do mean like the collective ancestors, because we've, and by we, I mean me, I have been talking to ancestors from German ancestry to Hispanic, like heritage ancestry, to Irish, to African, to, they are all saying to check your circle. So this is a collective issue that we need to do. Make sure you like and share the live, because my people are gonna get on me because I'll never say that. And make sure you're following me as well, so that you don't get any of the scammers that will inevitably come into your inbox when I get off of here. But make sure that you're checking your circle. This is very important. This is something that the ancestors have emphasized that needs to happen in order for you to move forward. A lot of you are wondering what is happening. You've been promised the thing. You've gotten the readings that said the thing was on the way. You've felt the energy shift. You think that it should have been here already. And you're wondering why it's not here. Well, it's not here yet because some of the people in your circle are not deemed worthy enough to enjoy these blessings with you. So you need to release yourself from the holdup. That's from the ancestors. Release yourself from the holdup by letting go of those people who don't mean you any good. And we all know that friend that when we tell them good news, it's a little twinge to their voice. It's a little something funny with their energy. It's a little something off. So Spirit is saying, release yourself from the holdup by cleansing your circle. That's the first way that you can do spiritual cleansing, by making sure that you're not allowing people into your life, into your business, into your daily energy that mean you no good, okay? The second way, it's clear as day. It is clear as day. The second way that you can do spiritual cleansing, of course, you can go into meditation. Now, meditation, for a lot of people, they say, oh, Keisha, it's hard for me to meditate. I go to sleep as soon as I close my eyes, I'm going to sleep. And I say, that's okay. I say, that's okay. Because if you have the thought that meditation is supposed to be about silencing the mind, you're never going to think you're good at meditation. Because meditation isn't about silencing the mind. It's about being able to hone in the focus on your intention for that moment. The only time your mind is going to be completely silenced is the day that you die. So we don't want it to be completely silent, okay? We want to hone in on the skill of being able to focus on what it is that we want to focus on. Because in our daily life, all over the place, social media, the news, your family, jobs, traffic, people, there's always going to be a distraction, right? So meditation is about teaching you how to focus on your intention, your purpose, and your goal, regardless of what crazy is flying around, right? So when I say use meditation as a way of spiritual cleansing, I suggest sleep meditations. I love a good sleep meditation, because that is the time that your subconscious mind, hey Marie, that is the time when your subconscious mind is able to receive information the easiest. So fall asleep to hertz. You know, they'll be like, oh, it's 732 hertz. This is a cleansing hertz. This is a positive hertz. This is the God frequency. Fall asleep to those frequencies. And if you're someone who cannot sleep with noise, turn it low. Turn it super, super low and let the frequency flow while you sleep. It'll still have the same effect. That's another way you can spiritually cleanse, is by utilizing the tools that we have. These frequencies on YouTube, they really do resonate with your subconscious mind, reprogramming and fixing things and cleansing things and clearing things. There is a young lady on YouTube, and her name was Angel something. This video is like 13 years old, and she has a prayer and a frequency where she is cleansing your space of all implants, energies, entities, frequencies, negativity, all of these things. And it's been 13 years since she posted this video, and it still does what it does. Clearing your energy in your space with frequencies, clearing your energy, your space in your life with sound is a real thing. Hence sound bowls. Hence people taking bells and just ringing it. Okay? Yeah, just ringing the bell. Old school people used to just walk through the house clapping. Just sudden clapping. It breaks up the energy. It disturbs the energy. It shakes things up. So walk through your house and clap. Walk through your house and sing. Walk through your house and ring a bell. Walk through your house and speak. Speak. Use your voice. Clapping and knocking. It works every time. Yeah, a round of applause. Facts. It really does cleanse your space. It cleanses your energy. And that's what you have to do. I don't ever want anybody to feel like you ever need all of these spiritual tools per se, these things that you have to purchase. Sometimes you need to go back to old school. Sometimes you need to go back to what it is that's worked for people all along, right? So clapping, knocking, singing, okay? Declaring that your home is a safe space. Declaring that, yes, you are enough. You don't have to have any of these extra things. They're great, they're wonderful, but you're the thing. You're the connection to your ancestors. You're the positive influence. You're the DNA connection. Walk through your house and declare peace, protection. Declare that nothing can enter or cross your threshold that does not mean you to your greatest and highest good. Every friend or family member that plans on coming over with ill intention will change their mind. Begin to use your energy. Begin to use your energy. So the ancestors said, cleanse your circle, right? Second, they said to cleanse your space with energy, with noise, with frequency. One of the elder ancestors that was channeled in a session on Sunday morning, he said that a lot of times as ancestral descendants, you think that they're just going to do it all, right? And he said, we're not going to do it all because we've done this. This is your turn. We're giving you the tools to do it for yourself. You have to be proactive in your own rescue, proactive in your own ascension. And he was saying cleansing and clearing and being spiritually responsible is important. It is very important. It's important to not just say, oh, it's important, but it's important to how quickly you receive the things that you've asked to receive, right? Some of you have been asking for the job, the car, the money, the man, the woman, the house, and you're wondering what the problem is. This is the problem. There's spiritual maintenance that needs to be done, because you notice that even when it comes in, as soon as it comes in, it goes right back out, because there are things that need to be maintained spiritually, okay? So cleanse your space. Listen to frequencies on YouTube. Listen to the meditations, the sleep meditations, where you cleanse and clear yourself, right? Joe's Hypnotic Lab is an amazing YouTube channel for subconscious long sleep meditations, right? I've been using Joe's Hypnotic Lab meditations for years. He's amazing. It is his gift. Okay. There's also another woman. Her name is Rasa, R-A-S-A, Leukocyte, L-U-K-O-S-I-T-E. Rasa Leukocyte, Joe's Hypnotic Lab. Both of those meditation channels, you can go in and do some spiritual cleansing. You can meet spirit guides, ancestors, your higher self, angels. Do whatever you need to cleanse yourself. Okay. So you cleared your circle. Now you're cleansing your space. Now the next thing that you need to do is to look at what you are ingesting. And I'm not talking about food, because everybody goes to food, right? And I believe that's on a personal basis. I believe that's between you, your ancestors, and the divine on what works for you and your health. I don't know your DNA makeup. I know people who can and have, I know people who have eaten pork every day of their life and ain't died till it was 98, right? Yet I know people who were vegan and lived to be 98. Like, it's according to your own DNA. It's according to what you and divine source and your ancestors and your soul contract have come back to do, okay? But when I say, what are you ingesting? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you absorbing on a daily basis? That is a part of your spiritual maintenance. And I'm not saying you need to sit on on your couch and watch spiritual stuff all the time, because that's not realistic. But be aware that you're not feeding yourself with consistent negativity. Of course, you need to be aware. You need to be aware of what's going on in your life, in your town, or whatever. But constantly binging the news? Oh my gosh. You talk about depressing. You talk about sad. You talk about all the bad things at once. All of the robberies, all of the bad things. Don't OD on the news, okay? Don't do it. It'll take you there. Find the joy in your entertainment. Listen to things that make you happy. Listen to things that bring you joy. Being careful of the type of music that you're listening to. Everybody likes a rap song. Everybody likes, whatever. Like, I went through my phases where I was listening to it all the time. You would have thought I was selling some on the corner. I was going to work, okay? But at the end of the day, I realized it was affecting how I was acting and reacting. You don't watch the news. I don't blame you. I don't even blame you. I dip in and dip out. I do my little check-in about midday to make sure nothing crazy that went down, and then I dip back out. But you have to be aware of what you're receiving, right? Because we are beings of vibration, and whatever we're ingesting is what we're vibrating. If we're ingesting fear and crime and anger all the time, that's going to come out. So being aware of that and taking it in small doses, doing those things in small doses. I'm glad you mentioned music with all that's currently being exposed. I was thinking about that. Yeah. Good morning, T. Yeah, that is important. Music is very important, because I'll tell you this too with music. Not only is it important with keeping your vibration and your frequency clear, music helps you conjure, right? Conjure up whatever it is that you are trying to conjure up. If you are trying to conjure up love, you're not going to listen to like gangsta rap. There's nothing romantic in that, right? You're going to turn on some R&B, something very smooth, something very, you know what I'm saying? Oh wow, thank you. I definitely need to reach out to you. You came highly recommended. Thank you. Notice when you're listening to certain music, you drive faster, aggressive. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the road rage, honey, on 1,000. I remember when I discovered how much music was affecting me was when I was in my early 20s. This was a long time ago. And I had gone through a breakup. And I realized I was listening to all the sad music, honey. I was listening to all the tears. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that. Of course they decided to do the lawn today. And I was listening to all the sad music, and I was wondering why I could not get him out of my mind, honey. And something said, stop listening to all this sad love music. And I started listening to rap music. And before you know it, I was not thinking about old buddy, because it was feeling very aggressive. It was feeling very, it's your loss. It's your loss, because you're that girl. And so you can change your frequency and your energy with music. You can spiritually cleanse with music. For those of you who have African American or Appalachian ancestors, right? Who listen to old school, like blues, like gospel, honey, put on an old school gospel track. I'm not talking about nothing new, not even Shirley Caesar. I'm talking way back. I'm talking with a jug. You know what I'm saying? Get you some old, like gospel that they would have played in the mountains, that they would have played in the woods, in the shed, and all those things that back in the day, in them old school places. Play that loudly in your house when you're cleansing and clearing your home. You will feel your spirit quicken. You will feel your ancestors join you in those moments, in those things, right? So now that we have cleared our circle, we have cleared our energy in our home, we have made sure that we're not listening to something crazy, or we're not watching stuff that's crazy, then the next thing we're going to talk about is physically cleansing your home, physically cleansing your space. And by your home, this could be a room you rent to a 10-bedroom mansion. You have to maintain your physical space, because we go out and we come back in. And when we go out, we pick up energies where your light is shining. You are literally like the light in a bug light. You know how like the bugs are attracted to the light and they come straight to the light? That's the same thing. When you walk out into the world, there are energies, entities, people, okay? She said, yes, that see your light, and then they try to attach. So when you come home, you need to have a portal that is packed with protection, a portal that is packed with the ability to have all of these things removed when you walk in the door. I am a fan of having something under the doormat, okay? I don't believe in it being on top of the doormat, because you don't need everybody in your business. But you need something under the doormat, okay? So that when you're walking over your threshold, that's the first spiritual protection. That's the first spiritual shower, right? Good morning, Tam. Yes, carbon 12, layers and layers of protection, right? So now when you're walking in your house and you're crossing over this mat, there are herbs under this mat. You done prayed under this mat. You have washed in front of your door with a broom, okay? Sweeping away the negativity, all of these things. You've put the hot foot powder. If you don't have hot foot powder, you just mix pepper. Okay, red pepper, black pepper, cayenne pepper, curry, cinnamon, salt. Put all those things in a bowl. Stir it up. Read Psalms 91 out loud. Read Psalms, was it 35 or 37? I'm trying to remember. But I believe it's Psalms 37. And then sprinkle that under your doormat, okay? To keep away, Psalms 37. To keep away the negativity, to keep away the people. So when you cross over that mat, that first line of defense is that those energies who cannot cross this threshold, right? Then once you get into your house, right, you've washed down your doors. What was that mixture again? Okay, and Avery or Nisha could type it in. So it's red pepper, black pepper, cayenne pepper. You can even add red pepper flakes, garlic powder, salt, cinnamon. Okay? So red pepper, black pepper, cayenne pepper, garlic, cinnamon, salt, red pepper flakes. And you can take all that stuff and you can put it in like a little container. Just a little container. Thank you. Let me pin this. Guess this is my sign of deep cleanse this weekend. Yes, absolutely. Hold on, let me pin this. Where's the pin? There we go. And so the reason why I'm even talking about spiritual cleansing is because we're coming into the dark side of the year, right? The days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer. We're heading into the winter solstice on December 21st, and the veil is very thin, right? We're headed into All Hallows Eve. We're headed into Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. We're headed into the season where spirits are talkative and active, and it's beautiful for us because we can really hear from our ancestors right now. That's why I'm doing ancestral sessions right now, because the ancestors are talking, honey. They're giving names, dates, and details. This ain't just go telling you to go pray about it. They telling you, Bob, it means you no good. They're being very, very matter of fact. So this is why we're cleansing right now, because as the veil continues to thin to the point it's non-existent, honey, you want your stuff set up. So after you put this mixture under your mat, you're gonna have your door. And whether this is a door to your home, a door to your garage, your back door, okay, your windows, okay? And if you can't, and I'm gonna give y'all a trick in a second about the windows if you have tall ceilings and you can't reach the windows, okay? Yeah, definitely coming into Hoodoo Heritage Month. So you're going to cleanse your doors, okay? You can put together, of course, you can use Florida water. You can mix together water, okay, rock salt, and your intentions, right? Pray a psalm over it. Call in your ancestors. I really encourage you to conjure that thing. Water is an ancestor. Water is a conduit of spirit. That's why you see some people when they have done work with their spirits, with their ancestors, the water looks like Sprite. Because water is receptive of spirit. Water is a conduit of spirit. So if you speak into that water while you're turning it, that thing is gonna activate and wash down the front and the back of your door. Once you've cleansed the front and back of your door, you can add rosemary. My ancestors are like, more than salt, give them some herbs. Okay, so salt, rosemary, basil, bay leaf, but not just the leaf. You're gonna put the bay leaves on the stove and make a tea out of it and pour that into your water mixture, okay? Peppermint, any of those to cleanse the door, okay? Once you've cleansed the front and the back of the door, then you're gonna have to go back and sweeten it because you never cleanse anything and then don't cleanse it. Don't bring the good back in, okay? Yeah, salt, rosemary, basil leaves. Okay, I'm gonna pin this. Thanks, Avery. Because you never clear without bringing in good, right? You don't want to create a vacuum. Okay, so once you've cleansed it, now you're going to add some sweetness to it. You can literally take the water, you can add cinnamon to it. What if you have carpet and you can't sweep? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm glad you said that. I'm going to answer that right now because I had carpet for years. So what you're going to do is you're going to go get you some good old baking soda. Okay, Arm& Hammer. Go get you some Arm & Hammer baking soda, honey. And you are going to pray over that Arm & Hammer baking soda. You're going to put a little bit of basil and rosemary in that Arm & Hammer and sprinkle it all over that carpet. You're going to say your prayers and set your intentions, and you're going to see that as you vacuum and the things come out of the carpet, so does the negative energies, so does the entities, the energies, the things that are holding you back. You are cleansing and clearing, and it is being sucked up into the vacuum. Okay? So that's what we're going to do if you got carpet, because that's what I did, and I'm still doing, because I got carpet on one side and no carpet on the other. So use Arm & Hammer and herbs, and it sucks it right on out of there. And then make sure if you have, once you've done that, you're welcome. Once you've done that, make sure you empty that vacuum and throw it away from your house. Take it to the dumpster, take it to the whatever, but take it to a trash can outside of your house, because you don't want to leave that energy in your house. Once you've sucked it up, then it kind of defeats the purpose if you're leaving it stagnant in a closet. Okay. Same thing with the water and the wash. You're going to take that cinnamon water and you're going to wash the front and the back of your door. Now that's cleansed and cleared. Once you're done with any of these washes, whether it's a floor wash, a door wash, or whatever, you're going to dump it out your back door if you can. And if you can't, then flush it down the toilet. Okay? You just want it to go away from you. You do not want to keep any of these things that you have been getting rid of. You understand? Yeah, you just don't want to keep anything that you've been trying to get rid of. So once you have done the mat, you've done the door, now you're going to come in and you're going to do your floor washes, okay? And within your floor wash, it can be a myriad of things. It could be a myriad of things. Now tomorrow, when I have my girl on and she's telling y'all about her ancestral herbal mixes, she's going to show you how you can do what I'm about to say, but without having to do all of the work, because she's going to have it done for you, okay? And you just be able to get the pack and make it happen. Good floor washes for your home. Of course, you can have Florida water, a cap full of ammonia, works wonders. When I tell you ammonia will clear it out, you can use a lot of different herbs. So the sweetener is just cinnamon water. Yeah, I just use cinnamon water. That's all you really need, because it gets sticky. And I don't know about anybody else, but I'm in Texas and we have bug issues as it is. And I don't need any like bees and things attached or like welcoming or coming to my door. For the floor wash, do you do back of the house to the front? Yeah, you can do back to front. Definitely back to front. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put like a cap full of ammonia in there. You can put Florida water in there. You can put different herbs in there that you want to use for your floor wash, depending on what you're looking for. Like if there's a bunch of arguments going on in the house, put some rosemary in the water to clear out the negative, like, combative energy. You can add basil, parsley to the things. And when I'm saying add these herbs to your floor wash, let me be very clear. I'm not saying go sprinkle cinnamon, go sprinkle these seasonings in your water. No, you're going to put these on the stove and make a tea out of it. Otherwise, you're going to have bits of herb everywhere. Okay? So you're going to put all the herbs you're going to use. I got parsley and basil here. But you'll put it in a pot of water until it turns into like a tea and strain it and then put that in your water. Okay? And then you'll cleanse your walls with it. Okay? Cleanse your windows with it. And for those of you who have like higher like ceilings or whatever and you can't get to the windows, a trick that I had seen from a practitioner years ago, he drew out like a little diagram. So let's say I'm gonna make this an example, okay? And then I'm gonna put like TV and then window. Because sometimes the windows, depending on how your place is made. So he drew out a diagram of like 2 high windows. So he's gonna let me do it. 2 high windows and a TV, right? And then he anointed these in proxy of the windows he couldn't get to. Okay? Get creative with this stuff. Don't think that there's a wrong way to do this. You cleansing and clearing out your space. You do it how you want to do it. And we were talking about music earlier. Put on some music while you cleansing and clearing. Put on some music that makes you feel like your ancestors are going to come on in, right? Whatever that music is for you and your heritage of ancestors. Play that music while you're cleansing and they will come in and do that. So now you've cleansed the floor, you've done all the things, you've cleansed the windows. Now the way you're going to bring sweetener back into your home after you've cleansed it like that is you're going to use incense. Honey, when I tell you incense does what it came to do, there's a reason why churches, the Catholic Church, all these religions have been using incense for years. It is an assistant to get your prayers and intentions into the atmosphere, to reverberate into the universe, to get the things that you've asked for. They assist in carrying your voice and your vibration. Copal, frankincense, myrrh, patchouli, honey. Patchouli is amazing, and so is dragon's blood. Dragon's blood incense will clear a thing out, okay? But when you're talking about bringing in the sweetness, frankincense and myrrh, copal, those things. Nag champa is another good one. It's just very strong and sweet. And I always recommend that you open the windows when you're doing this because some of these incense can be very strong. And you want to make sure that the energy is flowing and that the air is assisting you. Teach the people, friend. Just dropping gems. Hope y'all listening. Okay, thank you. Any alternatives to incense? I get nauseous. Yes, your voice. Once you've cleansed it, then read Psalms 23 out loud. I decree and declare that my space is now cleansed and cleared. It is now filled with good intentions. There is no room for negativity. There is no room for any type of energy or entity that no longer serves my highest good to occupy this space. I am in control of this space. I take charge of this space. I have filled this space with goodness, and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the ancestors. Ashe. Use your voice if you can't use no incense. Yes, I always had dragon's blood. Haven't tried the rest yet. Yeah. Incense and your heka. Facts. That's it. Ashe. That's all you got to do. That's why the ancestors have been saying, get back to the regular. You're welcome, love. Get back to what we got, because we have to think about old school back in the day. People was trying to survive. You got to think about like, what was it, the dust bowl, the place where those people had so many dust storms. It was like a constant dust. If you listen to any interview on YouTube with the elderly that lived during that time, they said the dust was just in the air. It was in everything you ate, everything you drank, like, if in a condition like that, what are we doing? We're not able to access certain fancy things. We're just doing the thing to get it done. And so this is a revival of getting back to doing the thing to get it done. That's what the ancestors have been pushing in all of these ancestral readings. They said not pushing. We're not pushing. They're like suggesting that we do, so that we can see the change that we've called in. Hey, Deidre, we can see the change, right? We want to be able to see the change that we've called in. And so they're calling for us to do spiritual cleansing. So let me get back on track. So we were talking about spiritual cleansing, right? And the different ways that you can do it. And the first one that the ancestor suggested was that you cleanse your circle of people that mean you no good. The second one is that they suggest that you cleanse with frequency, i.e. subconscious meditations, or listening to like a 732 hertz, meditating and allowing spirit to cleanse you vibrationally. Then we talked about what you ingest, right? What you're hearing, what you're listening to, making sure we're very selective of that. Hey, Creole Riot, it's good to see you, girl. And doing that. And then we talked about physically cleaning the home. And that's where we are now. We physically have cleaned the home. We put stuff under the mat outside. We done washed the front and the back of the door. We done mopped the floors, wiped down the walls, wiped down the windows, right? And then we have come back through that with some incense and our words. You do not have to do both. One or the other is sufficient, right? And utilizing that music to really bring in that energy. Anytime you're doing work for that a specific thing, find and make you a playlist that matches that. Find and make you a playlist that matches that. I have a protection playlist. I have a money playlist. I have a love playlist, mainly because I do spiritual work for other people, and I have to be able to get into that state. And music's the quickest way to get you there. That's why you listen to some music, i.e. our good sis Glorilla, okay? Because I promise you, if you put on a little glow while you're doing some protection work, honey, it's going to hit different. It's going to hit different because she puts you in a different frequency. She puts you in a different mindset where you're not really willing to take. Yeah, glow, exactly. A little stomp. A little stomp. Glow will get you there if you're doing a little protection work. It's 7:45 and 95 degrees. Yeah, protection and money. Make sure you have a playlist to match those things. And don't let anybody tell you it has to be this or it has to be that. It's whatever genre that works for you, right? Whatever genre works for you, that's what you utilize, okay? That's what you utilize. But yeah, you've got to get it cleansed and cleared. And that's what the ancestors have been saying. They've been giving remedies in these ancestral readings. And I'm talking like down to recipes. Tell her to put this in their bath. Tell him to break up with her yesterday because she means him no good and she's lying. Like, they are saying the thing. Okay, so if you've thought about getting an ancestral reading and you've been sort of on the fence, this is the time. This is the time because they're talking and they're chatty. And they're willing to share the details. They're sharing the details. They're calling us out, right? They're calling us out. They're being like, girl, you're not really going hard. You think you are. But yeah, very clear messages. My reading was everything. Aw, yeah, your reading was. Your people were on it. I enjoyed that. Like, you're welcome. You're welcome. I enjoyed your ancestors, honey. Her people did not come to play. I love the ancestors that don't mince words. Like, her folks came through and cleared. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it was so loving and it was so supportive. And I love the way that they leave signs that like only you would know, stuff that I don't have a clue about, right? Is the mini or 111 a limited offer? The mini reading is while I'm on live. You can book that while I'm on live. And then the 111 is available until the 25th, I think. Yeah, until 25th. So what's the difference between the mini and the mini happens now? I do your mini ancestral reading now. And the 111 is what I do and I record it and then I send it to you. That's my ancestors too, straight to it. Awesome. I look forward to it, Lady Adina. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Yes, it's me too. Yeah, listen, they do not. And I love that for us. I really do. Where's your link? Okay, so if you're looking for the link to do the 111, it's in my bio. It just says book reading and click ancestral reading. To do the mini reading, you just Cash App and I'll do that one now. But yeah, cause honey, the way they, and this is the thing. Okay, so let me explain this because I'm in the process of creating something for you guys, especially those of you who are just getting started. You're gonna love it. It's awesome because it's not my idea. I say this all the time. I don't know if it's gonna rain today, so this isn't me. I'm taking this straight from the ancestral realm to y'all. A direct connect. I'm just an oracle for them. And one of the things that they want y'all to know, right, and wanted to emphasize with all of their descendants is be patient with yourself. A lot of them are like, first of all, you the first one to do this in so long that they are so grateful for you jumping over the fear hurdle to even do this thing, right? Let's acknowledge the fact that you jumped over the fear. That's what they're saying first, because you jumped over a gulf of fear to do this, okay? A lot of us grew up extremely religious, i.e. me, Pentecostal, Church of God in Christ, or you grew up very religious adjacent, but it was religious enough to make you feel like very apprehensive to getting started with calling on spirits and putting up an altar and all of these things. So your ancestors' first message to you is thank you for jumping over the fear hurdle, right? Because to be honest, and they have said this multiple times in multiple bloodlines and multiple families, that if it was left up to us, the family would have been jacked up because they wouldn't have done it. And so the fact that you were the one that they chose to do this is because they realized that in some areas, honey, you're stronger than they were. Let that sink in. The ancestors acknowledging that in some areas you're stronger than they were because they would not have had the gumption, as some of them have said, had the courage to even begin something like this. And what you have done by simply acknowledging, hear me when I say, not lighting a candle, not putting out water, but what you have done by simply acknowledging that they existed and currently continue to exist in and through you causes a shakeup in the astral realm. It causes them to wake up. It causes them to remember who they were. They always say that there are different forms of death. There's the death that happens when you physically die, and then there's the last day that anyone ever speaks your name. Two different types of deaths. You are literally resurrecting souls and spirits of those who wish to continue on and do the work of elevating the collective. You're giving them a chance, a second chance at purpose. This isn't me. This is what they said. You're giving us a second chance at purpose. Some of us, hey, Krista, some of us were so busy with living, surviving, that the ideal of hanging and doing our purpose, loving what we do, was a foreign concept because we were trying to survive, trying to stay alive. So for you, the descendant, to jump over the fear hurdle and begin to call into the cosmos for your ancestors known and unknown, the ones who are benevolent, uplifted, enlightened, who wish our greatest and highest good, who intend to guide us into the levels of ascension that our soul requires, living the existence that we came for. It reverberates throughout the cosmos, and for the first time in eons, they are hearing their name again. Who is calling me? Who remembers me? You are resurrecting their spirits and reuniting them with a purpose. Okay, love, I got you. I got you, T. So, doing this thing is not something to take lightly. They're listening and they're answering. I love my reading with you as well. I play it back. I can't wait to do another one with you. Oh, thank you, love. Don't forget to tap the screen and show some love. Awesome. T, do you have any questions for them in particular? Because I'm feeling like you just want them to talk to you, T. Because they're like, honey, she just wants to hear what we got to say. So let me know if you want a specific question or you got something that you want to know. And I see Maria and Sakura as well. Girl, don't you have me crying already? Okay, okay, and Maria just sent it now too. Okay. Okay, Maria, I saw you too. So let me do this for T, and then I got you, Maria. And then, yeah, okay. You need to hear from your mama, because that's what she was saying. She was just like, girl, she don't want you to pull no cards. She just wants you to talk. First of all, I'm feeling this here, okay? Okay, T. Your mama's saying breathe, first of all, okay? She's saying breathe. Sakura, she's saying breathe, baby. It's been really, really difficult to make things come together. She said that they're sending relief. First, she's taking me back. She's saying, thank you for being there. Thank you for being there. It's like I see you like with her up until like her departure, okay? I see you there until her departure. She's saying, thank you for being there. She sees you like you're walking around the house, you're in traffic, and you're just talking to her. She's saying she hears all of these things. The things that you've been praying about, the financial breakthrough, and I'm hearing something about you moving. You were at her bedside in the hospital. Yeah, because she's saying she was right there. She hesitated. Oh, God. Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. Don't make me cry today. I don't have my waterproof. She's saying that when she got ready to departure, this is her stepping forward to acknowledge this for you to know that this is really her. It was a period where you knew she was like about to let go, but then it was a hesitation. Like she didn't let go. Like it took a little longer than was intended, or they told you like it was about to happen and it didn't happen right then. It was like a delay or like it took longer. A delay or taking longer is what she's saying. And that's because she didn't want to let you go. Yes. Okay. She didn't want to let you go. She's saying you're her baby, like her baby. She's like, I know mama say that all the time to you, that they're your baby, but she's really like my baby. And that she's saying she holds you throughout eternity. She's consistently with you. She never left you. She's saying that within her transition, you were the first concern that she asked about. She's explaining that there's a period when they're transitioning, where they're not aware, and then once they become aware that they are on the other side, there is a moment where you're aware and you begin to speak. She's saying, my first words were, watch my child. My words were, watch my child. She said that was her first concern for God, for the divine, was to watch over you. When asked about assignments, she said they're asked about where they want to go. She said some souls are more tired than others. And for her, her soul's goal was to get back to you. It's like y'all are connected more than mother or daughter, T. Like, y'all have done this before. And so she's like, she physically could not leave you. Like, spiritually, she's with you all the time. You feel her. That cool feeling that you get, she's like, it's almost like a chill. It's like a chill that you feel. That's her. She's saying that those moments when you feel like you turn around, you think there's someone behind you, that's her. Right. That's her. Yeah. She's saying she sits with you. She literally sits with you. She's with you at all times, sweetheart. Like, she's like, where would I go? How would I function? She's like, there is no joy without her. She's leading and guiding you too. She's saying she's saying that she doesn't have the tools and capacity to bring you the money that you are deserving, but you have other ancestors on the other side who are actively working to bring you this financial breakthrough. This is looking like a new job. This is looking like a new job, right? But not a new job that is as emotionally taxing as the one that you currently have, and it pays more. Okay? It pays more. It's coming, and it's coming in quickly. Prepare yourself for the blessings. She's saying, prepare yourself for the blessings, baby. She keeps mentioning like sweet tea. I don't know if she drank sweet tea or oh, Tisha, I'm so sorry, love. I'm gonna talk to you in a second. Tisha, DM me, okay? I'm gonna send you something. DM me, Tisha. I got you, baby. Sometimes she did. Okay. Yeah. Because she keeps mentioning sweet tea. And I was like, do you want her to put out sweet tea? Or did you like sweet tea? But that's what she keeps mentioning, sweet tea. So whatever that significance is, my great granny called me a cup of tea. Okay. So then that makes sense. That's because when they be all doing the same thing. Because that's who's sending you the money. Because I was like, where's this money coming from? I love that they called you tea. So like, you're the sweet cup of tea. Because that's what she keeps saying, like, sweet tea. That's my sweet tea. Okay, so great grandma sending the money. Okay. So I'm gonna wrap this up with a sign for you. I'm gonna wrap this up with a sign for you, T, because I always ask them for signs. So y'all don't think I'm making none of this stuff up or that I'm in here talking to the walls, okay? What's her sign that she knows? Number one, the sign for her money coming in. And number two, that this was really y'all. Okay, smelling perfume, T. You're going to smell, it's your mom's perfume, okay? And for the money, it said in the next 48 hours, you're going to see one of those giant checks. You know how they have like the Publishers Clearinghouse, whatever? Hey, Esty, how you doing? They're saying that you're going to see a giant check in the next 48 hours. Somewhere. TV, social media, driving past or something. Okay? So those are your two signs, love. Those are your two signs. Smelling that perfume and seeing a giant check. Okay? I hope that helped. I'm so grateful for that you came by to see your child today. This is dope. I love that. I love that. Girl, your mama love you. My goodness. Whew, she loves you. I ain't never seen nobody say the first thing they asked God was for to protect the child. I ain't never heard that before. Marie, where is she? Marie. Okay, she's next. Marie, do you have any questions specifically, Marie? Whew. I know you're here. Yeah. Do you just want just a word from your folks? Okay. You just want a word. This is a grandpa. Hold on. Who was the preacher? Marie, who's the preacher? Job or relationship. Okay. Yeah, Marie. I mean you. Marie Deshawn. I think. Wait. Whose last name starts with a G? I think it's Marie Deshawn is the one I'm talking to right now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You just sent from Marie Noir. Okay. Marie Noir, I'm going to get you next, okay? And Marie Noir is going to be my last one. Okay, T. I love that. I love that. Okay, so Marie Deshawn. Who's the preacher? Who's the elder? No problem, love. You ain't got to apologize. Who's the elder? Who's the man who's the pastor? I'm seeing an older man who's a pastor. He's got a Bible in his hand. Baptist. This is a Baptist ancestor. Older black gentleman is feeling very much like a grandfather for you. You may not know him. He's saying you may not know me. Because he's saying she needs another job, but she going to have to do some things before she get the new job. Okay? He's saying you got to pace yourself. Your granddad wasn't a pastor. Okay, so if it wasn't your granddad that you know of, that's why he said he didn't know you. This would be like a great grandfather. Okay, this makes sense because he's saying you got to pace yourself. Okay, you got to pace yourself. You got to set yourself up for the long win. Okay, he's saying set yourself up for the long win. I'm hearing him say she ain't gonna want to hear this, but she might have to go back to school. Yeah. Okay. So getting ready to go back to school, he's saying, because he's saying there's a level up in what you're currently doing is kind of like dead end. Okay? It's a dead end. He's like, she can't really go up how she needs to go up financially, emotionally. He don't want to see you struggle. Yeah, this is definitely a great grandfather because this is a crazy thing. And I'm just going to explain this to you. When they show me themselves in color, I know they're more recently. When they're in like black and white, I know they're further back. So that's why I figured this was somebody you knew. Yeah. Medical, definitely medical. Because he's like, this is requirement training. Like she can't move forward with this without this training. Go into the medical field. Go into the medical field. He's like, there's a history of people in medicine in your family. Nurses, doctors, he's saying caretakers, root workers, medicine. Go into medicine, Marie. He said, absolutely. He said, sign up for the program, look for the grants, look for the scholarships. Well, he's saying free money, but for us, it's grants and scholarships. He said, you qualify. You're going to be accepted. It's going to be quick. But that's why he wants you to slow down, because he wants you to make sure that the program that you pick is one that you're going to want to finish. You're going to want to finish it. Because he's like, it's going to be to your long-term life benefit, right? Relationship, he's saying there's somebody for you, but you're going to have to move around. Are you currently in a relationship, Marie? Just a yes or no. You never finish? Yeah, because he said, tell her she got to finish this. Yeah, you're currently in a relationship. Grandpa's suggesting you move around. If that makes sense for you. Ooh. He said, because it has to be a willingness to change. What do you mean, sweetheart? Oh, yes, you are in a relationship, but it ain't it. Yeah, well, that makes sense because he's saying you need to move around. He said there has to be a willingness on both sides, both parties, to make the changes. And you didn't. Well, I can't say it like that. You done told him what is required, and he has not complied, and he has lied and continued to drag you along and made you think he was going to comply, but he wasn't. She said, say it. That's how I know you're older, sir. Because he's literally calling him a no good sack dragger. Listen. He say a sack dragger is somebody who's always dragging by their behind. They don't never want to get up and do nothing for themselves. And if he ain't gonna do it for him, baby, he ain't gonna do it for you. And we tired of him playing with her. Okay. So there's that. Move around. Move around. He said, begin to do the things that you need to do, but do them quietly and stealthily. Right? So if you moving or you moving out, you're going to have to do it stealthily. Will he leave? He said, yeah, if you make him leave. He said, put your foot down. He said, listen, this, okay. He said, now listen, it is your house. He was like, tell her, don't worry about whether or not he has somewhere to go. That ain't her responsibility. You tell him you got till Monday, you got till Sunday, get your stuff and get out. You have any brothers? You have brothers? You have male cousins? Because he's showing me men. Do you have brothers that are nearby or male cousins? Do you have male cousins or friends? He's showing me men. Like maybe it's a male friend, but he's saying have a male at the house that you already trust. And he's like, if you can't have a male, he said they may be too far away. Okay. Ooh, okay. Uncle. Bring your uncle over. He's saying, take that mixture I told y'all about, the red and black pepper, the salt, the cinnamon, the curry, all of this, the garlic powder, pour it down every drain in your house. Pour it down every drain in your house and say, just as this leaves and never returns, so will his name leave and never return. He said, and he gonna get up out of there. He said, we gonna make him so uncomfortable, he gonna get up out of there. And have your uncle there on the day of the move. So like if you tell him you got till Sunday, have your uncle there on Sunday. Okay? Grandpa said y'all could use that. Yes, sir. He's mentioning Psalms 1 for you to read over yourself. I don't even know what Psalms 1 says. They just be throwing Psalms at me. I don't be knowing what Psalms is about. Okay. It's about being blessed. Okay. Psalms 1. Read that over yourself. You're crying. I'm sending you hugs, love. I'm sending you hugs. What is your name, sir? He said, now you know we don't be putting our business like this. You all over the world thing. You with the world thing. Tell her to just call me Great Pawpaw. So call him Great Pawpaw. He don't want to put his name out there. He said, you know black folks don't be telling all their business. I hear it. Okay. So he's saying when you need him, call Great Pawpaw. Say my great Pawpaw. He'll pop up. He said, I ain't got to pop up. I'm there all the time. All right. Well, thank you for coming in. Okay. All right, Marie. All right. My Marie Noor, you're going to be my last one. Hold on 2 seconds, love. Let me see. Let me put this on here real quick and I'm going to do yours next. I just want to send this message. Okay. Marie, the other Marie, Marie Noor, do you have specific questions for your ancestors, love? If not, I'll just channel what I hear since folks is coming through. No, you don't? Okay. Okay. And if y'all see me like looking off, it's because this is where they're coming in. I'm coming in from over here for me. Okay. Older woman coming in with relationship advice off the rip. Marie, you dating? You actively dating, looking for, or not? She corrected me. She said, we don't look for men. We do not look for men. They find us. You're actively dating. Okay, you've been single. Okay, because she's coming in talking about your relationship. Um, she's saying you done forgot you the prize. You done forgot you the prize. She said she's so focused on the money, she done missed the man that was interested, and then she gonna be sitting up rich and sad, talking about where the man at, and you passed him up. She she wants you to get out, like start dating. She said get out. She's like, yeah, the money good and all of these things, but you need somebody to spend it with, to share it with. She said you don't want to be on a beach by yourself. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay. She's saying she wants you to focus on you in general. The only reason why she's saying, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to address that for you, Marie. Yes, ma'am. Okay. She's saying you got to focus on you, and we want you to start dating. We want you to stop thinking that we need your help. She's speaking on behalf of your ancestral collective. We don't need your help to get you what you asked for. She's like, start claiming the money that you've asked for. She said, you got to claim that thing. She's saying you got to claim it. She's like, you've got to do what you've got to do to claim that thing. How does she claim it if she doesn't feel it, if she doesn't see it? She said, keep saying it until you see it. Keep saying it until you see it. This is a maternal ancestor on your mother's side. This is, she's like an aunt, but you would call her a grandma because she's just that much older than you. You know what I'm saying? You know how our families be. She's like, technically I'm her aunt, but you get what I'm saying. It's like she's a sister of a grandmother type of energy, she's saying. Say the thing until you see it. Ah, the first sister. Okay, you mean your grandma's first sister? Because she's saying she's the grandmother's sister. She's saying she's got to start speaking things into her life. Yes, okay. Thank you for that. Yeah, she's saying you too quiet. Your great grandma's sister. Okay. She's nodding. She's like, yes. You're too quiet. She's like, you're quiet in the places you need to be loud. She's saying, take up space, baby. Take up space. She said, they'll move. They'll adjust. You're supposed to be big out here. You're supposed to have big energy out here. Take up the space that we couldn't. Step in the rooms we weren't locked out of. Open your mouth and speak in the rooms that we were silenced in. Open y'all's mouths. Marie, she's talking to you, but she's saying she's talking to all of us, especially the women. She's like, open your mouth. Say the thing. Do the thing. Quit waiting. She said the spirit is behind us right now. The spirit is supporting the divine feminine right now. Make your moves now. It will not be the same in a year's time. Not that the divine is going to leave us, but it won't be as potent and as strong. Get in while the medicine is strong. Whew. She's saying you feel lost sometimes because you're afraid you're going to make the wrong decision. But you're not going to make the wrong decision. They just want you to decide. Just decide. We're going to cover you regardless. She said this to all them babies. We're going to cover you regardless. Whether you go right or you go left, we gonna cover you. If you keep straight, we gonna cover you. If you U-turn, we gonna cover you. We're covering you. You are our link to the past, to the present, to the future. You are the value in the bloodline, Marie. We're gonna cover you. Don't be scared to move. Just move, baby. Just move. If it turns out not to work out, we will bless the mistake and make it be something for your good. You will get something out of it. You will get something good out of it. You will. Marie, she's saying you will reap your benefit. You will see the good. You will eat the good of the land. You will. She's saying this isn't a choice. This isn't an option. This isn't something you can mess up. This isn't an appointment that you're going to miss. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's saying she wants you to be so sure that you are not walking alone. She said when you flip on a switch, you expect the light to come on. When you turn a faucet, you expect the water to flow. When you ask us for money, expect to see it. And don't be afraid to talk like you expect to see it. Y'all, it's been 6 hours and nobody has hit my Cash App yet. What's going on? It's been 24 hours and this bill is still due. What's going on? She said you have a right to call in your goodness. And we are supposed to bring it to you. You do not owe us. Offerings, you do not owe us. Veneration, it is a gift. And we appreciate the gift. And therefore, we are gifting you goodness in return, Marie. She's showing me pink. What is the pink? The like, it's like a light powdered pink. Hey, Naomi. So she's saying like, yeah, me too, T, me too. Whew. I just started liking the color pink again. Okay. Her confirming things. Because I was like, what is up with this pink? So she's saying it's not that you just started liking pink again. It's about you getting back into your feminine energy. It's time for you to receive. Women receive. We don't work, we receive. We don't work, we receive. Yes, ma'am. It's time for you to receive. Sit back and receive it, baby. Sit back. Receive it. She said that's where y'all she's saying that we as a feminine collective got confused. She said yes, we needed to fight for our rights and our equality and all those things. And yes, every woman has the right to do what she wants. She said, but we picked up the burden to do what we want and dropped the blessing of just being in the energy to receive. She said, we're supposed to hold on to both of them. You're supposed to hold on to both of them. You ought to be able to command the boardroom and then go home and put your feet up and your man pour into you. You ought to be able to walk into a coffee house and just from the smell of your perfume, the person says, I want to pay it forward and pay for the coffee behind. Hey, Yvonne. She said, y'all need to pick up y'all receiving energy again. As women, pick up your receiving energy again. And expect it. She said, that's the problem. Y'all ain't expecting it. There is no expectation. Marie, she's saying, pick up your expectation, baby. Expect to receive the job. Expect to receive the money. Expect to receive the good. Oh, wow. As I was speaking, a bee landed on you. Bees are ancestral. Bees are ancestral. Because when you look at the bee, come on, ma'am, with the confirmation. It's the queen of the hive. She don't do the work. She got worker bees. This is her confirming. That is so true. Yeah, start expecting, baby. Start expecting. It's the queen of the hive. She said, get into your queen energy. Yeah. Okay. She's saying, you know her name, call her. She said, because I'm going to get her together. She said she need to start dressing up when she go outside the house. I don't care if she going to the grocery store. She needs to start wearing her makeup. She needs to start getting cute again. Look on yourself, she's saying. She said, and y'all quit thinking everything got to be expensive. It's the energy that make it creative. It's the energy, okay? She loves you too. She said, we don't play about her, honey. We do not play about her. She said, quit thinking everything got to be so darn expensive. You the thing to make it expensive. You the thing that make it important. She said, all right, now I'm going to let you go, baby. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, Marie. Whew. I love that. That was beautiful. I love that. I told you right now they're just talking. I'm just, so, again, I think we all needed that. Marie, thank you for having your aunt come in and help us all. I love you too. Much love to you too. Much love to all y'all that are on here. I appreciate you like you have no idea. Y'all keep me from talking to an empty room. I appreciate it. Make sure you're following me because the scammers be scamming. I don't have a backup page. I don't DM you for readings. My IG is the same, just BitCraftWorks, no dash, no numbers, no nothing. And you can still book your ancestral readings, like the recorded ones. You can book those via my website. They're available till the 25th. I'll be back on a solo session soon. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Tisha, I got you because my daddy just crossed over in April. So I'm going to send you some tips and tools so you're prepared and it's not so heavy on you because it's heavy regardless. But this is going to help you out. So I got you, love. Just give me some time to answer because I got to go get one person's in preschool. This one's got to pick this one up and then I'm going to send it to you today though, okay? I love y'all so much. Y'all walk in protection and blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. I'll see y'all tomorrow with the lady with the teas. I'm excited. I'll be back tomorrow at 1. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.